Hi guys, great to be here with you today. It looks like the lockdown restrictions will start to ease now and will hopefully be getting better in the next few weeks, as long as we keep doing what we should. The government have been making plans in what the best course of action will be to help reduce the spread of the virus. And the more that time goes on, the closer it is for us to go back to normal, and we can start thinking about what we're actually going to go back to. We might be starting to make plans about who we're going to go see and who we're going to go see first, about what we're going to do first with our friends when we go to see them again, or even what we're going to do when we go back to school. We can also plan ahead with other things like what books to read, what TV programs to watch, or even who to sign in Football Manager. We might love making plans, having a diary of what we plan on doing, days, weeks, months in advance, what you want to do by the time you're 20 or even 30, what university you want to go to, what job you want to have, where you want to live. Whatever it is, we all make plans of some sort. When I was younger, I would make plans about the weekend. I'm going to play football in the morning, then play on the PlayStation, and then go see my friends. But often, when the weekend came round, my plans didn't always seem to happen. The football might get called off for the bad weather. My PlayStation might have been taken off me for doing something wrong. But obviously, that would never happen too often. Or my friends might have been unwell or had to go to an auntie's birthday party. I would make plans, but they didn't always happen. And I'm sure that is the same with you guys as well. You make plans, but when it comes around to it, those plans don't always seem to happen. I think the book of James is such a great book because it talks about loads of different things, and plans for tomorrow is one of them. We're reading from James 4:13 to 17 today, and it says, "Now listen, you who say, 'Today or tomorrow we will go to this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business and make money.' Why, you do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, 'If it is the Lord's will, we will live and do this or do that.' As it is, you boast in your arrogant schemes. All such boasting is evil. If anyone then knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do, it is a sin for them." This passage is talking about the future, about the plans we can make. It's basically saying that we are only human, and we don't actually know what's going to happen. Like, how can we plan for the future when we don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow? We can plan to go to this university, have this job, live in this city, and then get married and have children. But this passage is kind of saying that there's no point to that. Which does come across a little harsh. I don't think our plans are a waste of time, and I don't think that we shouldn't be planning for a future. But what I think this passage is saying is that we should hold on to those plans quite loosely. And that is because we don't know what will happen, but God does. God knows what will happen today, tomorrow, and even the day after. God is outside of time and can see what our whole lives can look like. This passage can make us a little down, saying that our plans are a waste of time, but actually I feel quite encouraged that it's not really saying that at all, but it's saying about like our plans aren't a waste of time, but actually that God knows what our life would look like if we were to be living our best life. We may think that we know, but God definitely knows what is best for us. And this passage is saying that we should ask God for guidance in our plans, that we should ask God for guidance with our decisions about life, university, jobs, partners, all sorts. This doesn't mean that we should just sit there and wait for God to speak, but it does mean that if we want to go down the best path, to have the best life, then we need to be guided by God and not ourselves. And I think that's an important lesson for us all to learn.